My life is the medicine that my soul came here to share. Hello. Welcome once again to the Jasmine Rose Temple. And I want to especially thank all of you who watched my mini temple tour there and sent all those beautiful comments. Really uplifted my soul. Precious to me, all of you. My sense of this is I was reminded, I think last year, my mentor, teacher, and friend Lorraine from Winnipeg talked about how Mother Teresa spoke about doing something beautiful for God. And I feel that's what this is about for me in my journey. Part of medicine is, in a sense, feeding that which has given so much to me. So anyway, thank you again. So we'll have a little mini invoking today together, and I'll talk a little bit about the mother to have her hold this space as the cocoon that she can hold us in her divine cocoon, So today I want to invoke and also introduce the Métis Mother, as you can see her here, who for me began as Mother Mary, continues to be Mother Mary, with this Métis resemblance now within her, shining through her, that I can see. So I'm going to begin by speaking a little bit of my own experiences, of course. That is our medicine, And I feel today is somewhat like a rite of passage. I gave a tour of the mini temple. Now it's to invoke and establish who is holding this temple. And for me, it's the Divine Mother, both within and without. So in a sense, I'm also speaking my devotion to her and bowing at her feet once again and saying, I am here for you now. As I think many, many women are ready now to really hear that call within them as women. You know, I feel she is deepest in our bones, Mother Earth and all of her aspects. But for today, I want to share a little bit of my journey, of course, going back to my father and my mother, in particular my father who gave me Mother Mary. As I said, he was a French Catholic, beautiful soul, the way he would share this with me. And so we grew up saying the Rosary, saying our Hail Marys, all of this. But I want to say my deepest encounter was when I was 4 years old. And my parents' bedroom was here, and there was just a small hall in our room of 5 children. And I looked over, I was at the doorway, and my mother was kneeling saying her rosary beads. And as she was saying them, I felt this divine Holy Mother, this Mother Mary, come deep from my being and overwhelm me with the comfort of her love. It has stayed with me since then. So it's very sacred for me to encounter that within one's own little body, And so as I grew into that, even as my father would teach me daily, I had the chicken pox one Christmas. I was 8 years old, and my father was up north, my mother was working, and my Auntie Frances, who was a beautiful part of my life, she was staying, I think, a week or two anyways. And I was scratching, sleeping with my mother. I'm scratching myself all over. And she's like, you know, I can't do this. I go to sleep in the morning. And my Auntie Fran says, I'll take her in my bed. And she did. And what she did is she taught me, she says, I want to teach you a prayer. And it's called, and I forget what she said back then, but all I heard her begin to say was, Hail, Holy Queen, Mother of Mercy. And the words just captivated me. And as she was teaching it to me, we began to sing this, chant this back and forth, this Hail, Holy Queen, Mother of Mercy, which of course carries on. But the whole prayer became this Mother of Mercy, cradling us, rocking us in her mercy and love. So I carry the love of that, you know. There's beauty in that, and there's also grief in life, eh? So the beauty of that. So we want to invoke the Mother in the aspects and experiences of our life. Invoke her in our own temple, our inner temple, our outer temples, and a particular way throughout our sacred Pachamama earth, eh? So we want to honor all of that and all of her. But for today, we're going to do some, what I call, clacking the sacred stones. Now, you may not have stones with you. If you do, great. Please do join me. I'm going to invoke the Métis Mother. Oh, yes, I must speak of that. Forgive me. So my mother being Métis of Ojibwe descent, doing her holy beads, who causes me and invokes, transmits this experience of the Divine Mother, Mother Mary in me. Okay, so years later, here I am, maybe a year ago, my dear friend Lorraine in Winnipeg, hello Lorraine, speaks to me how she was going to the St. Boniface Chapel, or the cathedral, St. Boniface Cathedral, which is what I grew up in before it burnt. Anyways, and she walked, and she's kind of hidden around the corner. She looks and she sees this Métis Mother. And it's the Holy Mother, all decked out in her Métis gear with her moccasins like me from my Auntie Frances. Beautiful, and it struck me. And I do come from Manitoba, and it's said that our medicine is where we come from. And I do feel a strong bond to Manitoba and the Métis Mother there. So when she spoke of her, we got off the phone, and for, days and weeks, she just kept coming to me, rising in me, and seeing my mother doing her beads, and at some point seeing her look over at me. And it was like she was saying, she is yours. And so I received her in my heart, and I decked her out in her Métis wear. Today we're welcoming her, I'm introducing her. I feel I'm welcoming her back in my life, but not only my life, my ancestors' life, eh? So beautiful. So let's come together now and do a little chant, clacking of the stones. You could use spoons, whatever you have is great, sisters. And if there's any brothers out there, we'll dance a little chant together, invoking that Holy Mother ever deeper in our life. So, Blessed Mother, we invoke you. We invoke you here today. Holy Mother, full of mercy, Holy Mother, full of grace. Sing with me. Holy Mother, we invoke you in our temple here this day. Holy Mother, blessed, holy, full of mercy, the river flows, the river flows, the river flows. Thank you so much for being here this day. This was so beautiful. So until we meet again, and we'll speak more on different experiences of that Divine Mother in so many of her aspects, Blessings. I am Ivry. This is who I am.